It is the 1st of February, the year 2026. And just who thought that the month of January would not come to an end? But we thank God we are here. January is finally over. And welcome to KUTV Weekend Live. We have so much in store for you. But first, let's get an introduction.
This is Weekend Live with Ocheng Cynthia.
Yeah, that's right. In my company is Mutava Mwongeli. Remember that this podcast is also live across all our socials. On YouTube, it's KUTV News Kenya. On X, it's KUTV_Kenya. Now, we begin. The opposition coalition has called on Kenyans to register as voters and to turn out in large numbers at the ballot come 2026. This, they say, is part of its plan to ensure President William Ruto is voted out of office in the 2027 general election. Speaking in Murang'a County after Sunday church service, the leaders also emphasized the need for respect for places of worship. This is following the occurrence at Witima in Othaya, Nyeri County, and as Rajab Juma now reports.
Opposition leaders who attended a church service in Madhyoya, Murang'a County used the opportunity to strongly condemn an incident in which DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua was attacked inside a church. They called on the country's security agencies to respect places of prayer and worship.
Unajua hii mashambulizi ilifanywa ilikuwa na nia kadhaa, but one of the plan ilikuwa kushtua makanisa wawache kutualika sisi kanisani.
We are condemning what happened in Othaya, in the house of God. We are saying freedom of worship is one of the most sacred freedoms enshrined in our constitution. Na Bwana Ruto na polisi wako must respect the church, and they must respect the freedoms enshrined in our constitution.
Gachagua urged the residents to speak with one voice against intimidation and the abuse of state power, citing last Sunday's incident in Othaya as a scheme by the government to politically eliminate him.
That William Ruto has not commented about the attack on the ACK Witima Church on Sunday. He has not commented and he will not comment, because he's the one who organized that attack with Kipchumba Murkomen and DIG Langat. So kama unangojea Ruto aongee hiyo maneno, hata ongea, yeye ndiye mwenye kutumana. And that attack was an assassination attempt by government.
As they called on citizens to register as voters and prepare for the 2027 general election, the leaders also raised concerns about the Smartmatic company, which they allege has been involved in electoral fraud.
Na ile teknolojia ililetwa hapa, tunajua wale waliohusika kuleta Smartmatics. Na sisi tumesema we will not accept the Venezuelan technology that has been discredited. For this country to have a free and fair election, the concerns raised by the opposition must be addressed. We are saying Smartmatics must go. We are saying huyu mtu anaitwa Marjan must go.
On his part, Kalonzo Musyoka called for calm and national unity despite the tense political climate. He emphasized the importance of dialogue and warned that divisions and fear weaken the foundations of democracy in the country.
This is revolutionary time, but we are doing it in an orderly manner. That's why we went and saw IBC, tukakubaliana, we've given them time, tukakubaliana, we even setting up our own, tutawapatia watu ambao watafanya kazi na wao to make sure those changes. Brother Eugene, those guys are clear, they're Kenyans. Nobody wants to have at the end of the day mud on their face. Aonekane yeye ni mjinga. Hata hii police, I think 3/4 are with us. They are Kenyans.
Rajab Juma, KUTV.
And in the same breath of keeping off places of worship, President William Ruto has warned politicians against spreading politics in places of worship. Speaking at Pefa Church in Gikomba, Nairobi, Ruto urged political leaders to separate places of worship from politics, calling on the country's security agencies to ensure that places of worship are adequately protected, consequently emphasizing that differences of opinion should be handled peacefully and with respect. The president later proceeded to Gikomba Market in Nairobi, where he promised development projects, including the construction of the Gikomba Market. Moving on, as it implements an ambitious agenda centered on young voter registration, drug usage prevention, drug and job creation throughout the country, recently established Mombasa Young Council has promised to maintain political independence. At the Swahili Port Hub in Mombasa, the council was formally established and sworn in under the direction of Honorable Rita Aurora, that is the senior resident magistrate of the Tononoka Children's Court. Youth leadership and policy advocacy, education alongside arts and innovation, health and social well-being, climate and environmental action are the four main themes that MYC will focus on.
Sisi kama MYC tutahakikisha kwamba tutakuwa independent. Hatutokuwa na any political affiliation, hatuto take sides. Political party yetu ambayo sisi tutakuwa nayo ni ya wananchi wa grassroots. Na ndio maana tuna structure from the grassroots level, tuna representation ya every ward ambayo MCAs wako pale.
This is to tell us that Mombasa Youth Council has now existed. It's not a rival party, it's not a political movement. We are not here to fight each other, but to bring the youth of Mombasa together for one agenda, and that is for the community.
Murang'a Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education teaches candidates remain firm in condemning purported meddling by present union officials, alleging that a number of teachers had been denied the opportunity to cast ballots despite being union members. The instructors accused the Murang'a branch executive secretary of eliminating certain eligible voters from the register by changing their membership status from regular KUPET members. Suleiman Salim, one of the candidates, demanded a free, fair and legitimate election, stating that they are committed to finding a solution so that all union members who have registered can cast their ballots.
I'm asking myself, why should I be removed from the to agency, yet I've been voting for all those years? Is it because I'm against the incumbent? Or why? What is the reason why I've been removed? I represent other teachers who have been affected by the same, and I'm also demanding myself and other members to be returned to the ordinary membership register. Mine
and my fellow aspirants today is to request the KUPET office Murang'a branch to reinstate JSS teachers who have been placed under agency fee to be made bona fide members. They have served for more than 1 year, and we don't understand how they are denied their rights to vote.
We are here to say that it is against the spirit of the Kenyan Constitution, it is against the laws of labor to push all, or rather some of the teachers, to agency fee so that they cannot vote.
And on to Mombasa, police have arrested 3 suspects and seized more than 200 kilograms of cannabis sativa, valued at 6.1 million, following a coordinated anti-narcotics operation in Jomvu, Mombasa County. The suspects were intercepted while traveling on a trailer from Uganda to Mombasa, after members of the public provided crucial intelligence on an international drug trafficking network.
Police have arrested Mohamed Omondi, Lillian Acheng, and Patrick Wambua, who were found in possession of 3 sacks of bang in a trailer along the Nairobi-Mombasa highway.
Tulipata hint kwamba kuna lori inatoka Kampala Bakane kikuja.
Police said one of the suspects, Lilian Acheng, had been on their radar for some time and had previously evaded arrest by using multiple identities. During the arrest, officers recovered her original national identity card, confirming her true identity after she allegedly gave false names to the investigators.
Ambaye tumetafuta huyu mama kwa muda mrefu, ametafutwa akawa hata hawezi patikana Mombasa hii. Lakini kwa leo tumepata hiyo na tuka-arrest yeye.
Investigations revealed that the trailer had been on track from Uganda through Thika before heading towards Mombasa, a route that commonly used by drug traffickers who conceal drugs in commercial vehicles transporting goods.
Unajua malori wanafikiria kwamba hatuwezi kusearch malori. Tuna search hata malori, kila kitu ambaye inapita barabara sahi.
The suspects have been booked at Central Police Station and are expected to be arraigned to court on Monday. Police say investigations are ongoing to dismantle the wider drug trafficking network linked to the cross-border operation. Patricia Alex for KUTV, Nairobi.
Well, Patricia's story brings us to taking our very first commercial break. Stay tuned for more. Is coming next.
Ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka akawa tuzo. Ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuweni. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake nami Caroline Kimwele.
Welcome back and let's keep on informing you. Now, a family in Nyamageri village in Kisii County is demanding justice after their 16-year-old son, Kefa Ayega, died from injuries allegedly inflicted during a mob attack by relatives of a suspected theft. The incident has angered residents and rights defenders as details emerge overnight raid and ignored pleas. Nyamageri residents in Kisii County are angered by the death of Kefa Ayega, a 16-year-old boy who died from injuries allegedly infected by mob attackers of a suspected theft. Kefa's mother, Lucy Ayega, a widow, said attackers stormed her home at night, accused Kefa of stealing, beating him with rungus and pangas, dragged him through the village and ignored her cries until he collapsed.
Ndio kijanangu akasema, huyu ni nani anapumua nyumba yangu? Walianza tena kupumua. Kijanangu akaamka, akafungua. Kufungua, wakaanza kumgonga na marungu na mapanga. Ile walianza kumgonga na marungu na mapanga. Nikawaambia, msamee, mwajieni hapo, wacha tuite serikali, imkamate, imchukue. Wakasema hapana, huyu leo tunaua.
While addressing the press, human rights activist Bernard Nyamwaru condemned the killing as unlawful, saying poverty forced Kefa to drop out in Standard 5 after his father's death, urging that investigation should be speed up for the suspects unknown.
Mzee aliweza kufariki na kawacha mama huyu ambaye tuko na yeye, na mwisho yule, kwa sababu ya umaskini, yule mtoto aliwaachia masomo njiani katika darasa la 5, na leo hii wanaomboleza mtoto wao kwa kuuawa. Na nataka kuuliza.
Meanwhile, Cynthia Masese, the deceased sister, said she received an unfamiliar 2 a.m. call alleging Kefa was seen in a compound, pleaded for calm, later heard his final words as she was assaulted, making their grandfather, Thomas Ayege, demand for proof of theft.
Asubuhi ikafika kitu saa 11 tena nikasikia simu ikipigwa. Nikaambiwa, Cynthia, kuja one brother yako amekufa. Sikiliza usikie neno moja kutoka akikuambia juu anakufa. Kitu mi brother yangu aliniambia Cynthia wetu, mimi nimekufa.
Saidie ukweli wa mtoto ipatikane. Na kitu aliiba walete tuone hiyo kitu alimuibia. Ndio tujue aliiba ndiye akamuua.
As the deceased body awaits post-mortem at Kisii Teaching and Referral Hospital mortuary, police say 1 suspect has been arrested while 3 others remain at large as investigations are ongoing. Well, we're just hopeful that Kefa, even in his death, will get the justice that he deserves. Now, on to some weather update. The Kenyan Meteorological Department has described a heat wave of 3 or more days in a row of exceptionally high daytime temperatures that are above locally set standards. This was done in a statement released on Sunday, February the 1st. In Nairobi, a daily maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius or above for 3 days in a row is considered a heat wave. In Mombasa, threshold is 36 degrees Celsius, whilst in Kisumu, it's 37 degrees Celsius. Nairobi is currently experiencing fairly comfortable warm weather with daily temperatures in the mid to high range of 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, which is usual for the season, and below 32 degrees Celsius heat wave threshold. The Kenya Met has clarified that no heat wave alerts have been issued anywhere, despite the city experiencing seasonal warm weather. Now, in Murang'a County, the county's coffee-growing regions, government assistance and continuous changes are starting to pay off, with manufacturers reporting a dramatic increase in output and higher quality goods. One of the benefactors of the reforms is Riruru Coffee Factory in Mathioya sub-county, which now produces more than 1.6 million kilograms of coffee each harvest season, up from roughly 700,000 kg. Better agricultural inputs, improved government policies, and a resurgence of confidence among coffee growers have all been credited with impressive development.
Our farmers went back to the farm, and now production increased to double from 700,000 to 1.6 million kilograms. Now this solar dryers helps us in reducing cost of processing. Ordinarily in a drying bed, coffee takes like 21 days to dry, but with the solar dryer it takes only 10 days.
In terms of infrastructure in the factories, and we have approached the president and he sent us with his support to make sure that we give them a sort.
Factory ya Kiruru ni mojawapo ambazo zimenufaika zaidi na mipango ya rais ya kuhakikisha kwamba wakulima wamenufaika kwa serikali. Wameweza kuongezea mazao yao kutoka 700,000 kilograms up to 1.6 million kilograms in 1 year.
Now, in Kenya Premier League matches highlights, Kariobangi Sharks now sits the 15th with 17 points, even after thrashing Ulinzi Stars 1-0, and now the points with Ulinzi, who sits 14th. Shabana FC, on the other hand, had a fruitful day in office with a 1-0 win against Bandari, and now sits third with 31 points, with Bandari edging closer with 27 points, with them sitting 9th. Muranga still synced APS Bomet 2-1 and now hold the 4th position with 30 points. And in other news, drama unfolded across the Premier League this Sunday as Manchester United climbed to 4th after a 3-2 thriller against Fulham. Substitute Benjamin Sesko netted a 94th minute winner at Old Trafford, securing Michael Carrick's third straight victory. Title chasing Aston Villa suffered a setback, falling 1-0 to 10-man Brentford after Dango Ouattara's clinical strike. Meanwhile, Nottingham Forest battled to a 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace despite Neco Williams' first half red card for a handball on the line. Ismail Sarr converted the resulting penalty, but Palace's winless run continues. Now, Manchester City's late clash with Tottenham remains the day's final headline act. Now, my viewer, that is all we had for you tonight, the 1st of February. Now, it also be noted that this is the month that creates room for cancer awareness. It's only nice for women in general from 15, they're about to take their cancer screening test, at least so that you rather prevent than curing, because it actually sometimes is impossible. Now, thank you for your 30 or so minutes. With me has been Mutava Mwongeli and my director Mutegi K. Martin. Do have a lovely night.